to 16 shots. Charlie makes the shutout. What can you say about the effort tonight?
Yeah, as good as we've seen on home ice when we needed it the most, I thought the game, especially through the first two periods, was so clean. All the things we were doing with the puck, without the puck, the way we defended, all the we're losing guys. We had a few guys go down, but everybody was just so connected with everything that we were doing in all three zones. So it was impressive, and we needed it obviously to stay in this fight. And now it comes down to the last day.
Just hearing some guys coming off the ice going, hearing what happened in other games and just going, it doesn't matter. Just the kind of approach right now. In one game you win, you're in.
Yeah, and I think it's pretty fitting for what this group has been through that it would come down to the last game, going on the road, playing a back-to-back against a real good hockey team to play one game for our playoff lives, and for us to get to this point, and we had to look after tonight, and I thought our guys did a really good job of staying focused on just tonight, worry about Boston, and it was as clean a game as we've had. I felt like we were looking for that second. You get a little bit worried there, right, when you don't find that second on a lot of those chances in the second period, and then it stays at one. So you figure that but I thought we did a real nice job in the third period, even when we went down a few forwards and had to mix some things up, short bench, manage that game real well.
Spencer, obviously, these are stressful situations, stressful games, but as a coach, how rewarding is it to see your guys respond time and time again, and just how much fun is this down the stretch here?
It's been the character of the group since October, of just finding ways to win in all different ways, and you could go back through the 81, even early in the year, even when we were trying to find our footing, and then we got some wins. Like, I even think of our first win here against Calgary when, like, we were under siege. They must have had 45 shots, and just we found a way to grind that out, win in a shootout. And so there's so many different moments where this team has shown its true character throughout this year of finding different ways to win. And as well, when our backs were against the wall and our season was on the brink in multiple situations, post-deadline, we moved some guys out. Easy for our group to say, you know what, it's been a great run. We're not going for it this year, so we'll just ride off into the sunset. And it wasn't even close to that. Our guys are like, we're going to find a way, and we'll just focus on the next game and the next game. And so they deserve a ton of credit, and we're staying in this fight. We got one more to go.
You mentioned the scoring chances, and you guys did create a lot. Is that, it feels like, I mean, the last couple of games, it hasn't always been that way. Is that something that can fuel you guys tomorrow? Just the fact that you're creating them?
Yeah, and it's important, and I keep trying to reinforce to the guys that don't get frustrated, right? Because when they don't go in, you can sometimes start to deviate, and you can sometimes try to, wow, it's not working this way, I got to try something different, so I got to force something, I got to make something out of nothing. And that's where I feel like our guys process and understanding that they'll go in, and on top of it, you're controlling play. So even if you're not rewarded, we're generating momentum, and then the next line gets a couple opportunities, then the next line, and so it's trying to keep us real focused. And the group has done a really good job of, if it doesn't go in, that's okay. Stay with the process, and eventually, whether we got to win 1-0 or 2-0, or if we capitalize in a few of those situations, if we get it to 3 or 4, like we would have liked to have, but stick with the process.
Charlie's play this year is a huge reason you guys are even in this situation. How impressed are you with what he gave you tonight, and will you come back with him tomorrow?
Yeah, we'll talk about that as a staff on what our lineup looks like for tomorrow. He's been fantastic all year, arguably our MVP. Big reason why we're in the spot we are, and tonight was no different. I don't think his workload wasn't a ton, but when we needed him to be there, he was there. The save on Pasternak, right off the top of my head, you know, at 1-0, all of a sudden he's coming in cold. One of the best scorers in the world, and he makes a huge save there. And there was a few other ones where they grabbed some momentum in the third period, and you knew they were going to push, and made some big saves to bail us out.
Beck was in the midst of a really strong game when he went down. Any word on his availability for
He's going to travel. We'll assess tomorrow.
So you got one game for all the marbles. What do you tell the boys, or do you say anything? I mean, did you just let the leaders, the captains, kind of just take over here?
We'll chat tomorrow. It'll be a lot of game planning, and then messaging going into the game will be a lot of the similar things that we've talked about, of staying in the moment, worrying about your next shift, all the things that we've been trying to stay consistent with from a process standpoint, and not let the moment, because that's when things start to get a little bit off script, is when now all of a sudden the magnitude of the game or the effect of the game, now you're off your game. Just focus, short term. What do I need to do my next shift? What are the things inside of our structure that I need to do? So we'll try to, in the moment, and as excited as guys will be to play one game for our playoff lives, game 7 type of game, we'll try to keep it as focused and embracing the moment as we can.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you. You got it? What do you think of the overall performance from the guys tonight?
Yeah, I thought we played really well. I think in all 3 zones, I think we were, we probably should have had a lot more. We were swarming the net against a tough defending team. We got a lot of chances, and we didn't get discouraged by not having a few more than we did earlier on in the game. And found a way to try to came up with some big stops there, sporadically throughout the whole game. And when it's tight like that, it's enormous. Yeah, no, I mean, it's, you just know that he's going to be there. He's a gamer. He's, whatever the situation is, he's coming to play and giving you, absolutely everything that he has. And the guys in front of him, we're all in, and we're working together as hard as we can.
You guys held them to 16.
Really good defensive efforts. What does that give you guys mindset-wise going into the
Yeah, no, I think we're comfortable with our game. We're comfortable with, how we need to play to have success. And like I said, the score didn't show up, but I thought we played a really, really good game, especially in the first 2 periods. And, it was a gutsy effort at a big time. And yeah, we're confident in our game, and got to use that and go win one more.
You guys held them to 16 shots on goal. What was the key to containing them?
I think, I think playing a lot of offense, number one. I think there was a lot of, when you're working other teams, they're just trying to get off the ice, and if they do dump it in, there was a lot of one-man forechecks from them, changes, that kind of stuff. It makes it easy to transition and get it back going the other way, and that's, obviously number one, I would say, but I think guys came up with big blocks. We defended hard. We tied up, and Chuck wasn't letting pucks squirt out anywhere.
I know these are stressful games, but how much fun is this, playing this type of meaningful hockey toward the end of the season here?
Yeah, that's all you can ask for. I think we've been through some ups and downs this year, and we've grinded our way to this point, and excited for the opportunity to get it done tomorrow.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Obi, it's a game you guys had to have. You got it. What do you think of the team's performance today overall?
Well, we understood what's in the line, and I think you can see the effort. Huge goal by Carly. Great job by Kaki, obviously. I think we played solid for 60 minutes, and it's over right now. We have to concentrate. Everything is going to be.
How much fun is this to be playing such meaningful games all the way down the stretch here?
Yeah, it's playoff atmosphere, obviously, in the locker room, in the fans, and yeah, it's fun.
16 years ago was the last time you did this. Played the last game of the season, win or get in. Anything you remember from that sticks with you?
I think it was a long time ago. Yeah, it was first time we make the playoffs. We have fans, we have young teams, so it kind of reminds back then. We have a young team, in the games, but we stick together, we stick to the plan, and we made the playoffs.
Alex, with the defense when you're missing, how are you guys able as a team, I guess, defensively? With that, you guys
Yeah, we, how I said, I think we all understand what it means to make mistakes, play smart, and play for 2 points.
Contagious. The guys in front of them want to keep the puck out of the net as well, so it's a good group effort.
Tom, guys, when you come back in here, it seemed like you guys were learning what happened in the other games. It's like it doesn't matter, just kind of have to take care of your own business basically at this point.
Yeah, I think so. I think we know that we gotta win tomorrow. You know, it's. I think you watch a little bit, you hear about what goes on, but it doesn't matter. We know we have to take care of business. It's in our hands. You know, and that's the best way. So, you know, we're gonna go out there. We're gonna get to Philly. We're gonna, you know, focus on them and get the job done and move on from there.
All over them tonight, and probably one of our best games of the year, honestly. And you know, love to see it. So enjoy it tonight, and then obviously, you know, you got to be 100% ready to go tomorrow.
It sounded like a lot of guys are saying even seeing Detroit win doesn't matter as long as you guys win. Is that the focus now? That really doesn't matter what else happens?
We take care of our business. You know, we know where we're going to be at. So that's our focus, is focus on us, and let's get after it.
Only 16 shots faced tonight. What was the key for you guys to continue to so many?
I mean, I thought we did a fantastic job right from the get-go of just you know, sticks on pucks, blocking shots, all the simple things, all the things that are textbook defensive plays. I thought we did that tonight. Every man stepped up, and again, as a goaltender, I appreciate that 100%. You know, I see him battle like that, I better be battling just as hard.
Do you like facing that lower number of shots, or can that be challenging in itself?
They can be more challenging for sure. I think you know, low number of shots. You know, the ones you usually see in games like that are usually maybe more high quality. So that's where, you know, it's my job to make sure that I'm 100% focused, and I can't take my foot off the gas for 1 second, because all it takes is one shot and one play. So it can be a little bit more challenging, but you know, as a goalie, I've been doing it for 20 years. That's my job.
You started the year as the backup. Now it's game 82, basically win or die. Did you ever expect that you'd be here?
It's a good question. I mean, you know, first off, I can't say enough good things about my goalie partner, Darcy Kemper. I know it maybe hasn't been the easiest of situations for him, but he's handled it like an absolute pro, and he's been in my corner. I can't thank him enough. But I mean, it's obviously playing in games like this. I mean, I've been dreaming of this moment for 20 years, honestly, since I've been playing. I mean, this is the kind of games where, you know, 10-year-old me thinking about playing the NHL, like in a playoff push. I mean, I'd have to pinch myself. So I feel incredibly lucky and blessed to be playing for the Capitals and playing for DC, and you know, looking forward to the game.